Hey you! Yeah, you! Are you looking to start oil painting but feel overwhelmed by all the materials available at the art supply store? Well, today I'm going to show you everything you need to know to get started with oil painting. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Angel Alvarez, artist and illustrator. And today we're going to talk about how to get started with oil painting. When I started oil painting, I was freaking out. I felt so overwhelmed. Every time I sat down to paint, I felt like I was diffusing a time bomb or something. Oil painting is super flexible and forgiving once you get the hang of it. The rich and vibrant colors and its versatility are why it's been such a prestigious medium for hundreds of years. So now I'm going to try to break this down and make it as simple as possible to help you get started as quickly as possible with the essential supplies. So grab a pad and take some notes. Here are the 10 essential supplies to get you started. Paints and brushes, palette and palette knife, canvas, solvent and medium, paper towels, and small containers. Oh, and an easel. So let's talk about each of these in more detail. A basic set of paints is perfect for beginners. If you can afford artist-grade paints, it's way better than student-grade. But I always recommend getting the best quality materials you can afford. Artist-quality paints have more pigment and the paints go further. I suggest Winsor & Newton or Gamblin. They're great quality and very affordable. Get yourself 5 colors to start: ultramarine blue, raw umber, cadmium red, cadmium yellow, and titanium white. So a limited color palette like this is actually perfect for people starting off with oil painting because it almost guarantees you're going to have color harmony in your painting. And this is what it would look like. So you have your primary colors, blue, yellow, and red, and then we have white. And the black, we make it from combining the ultramarine blue and the raw umber. So we have our black down here from these 2 colors, which I've mixed with the white to get us a neutral gray here in the middle. And here's our secondary colors: purple, orange, and green. All that from these 5 colors. The cadmium colors are the ones people worry about the toxicity. But here's a little secret. If you're using acrylic or watercolor paints that contain cadmiums, they have the same toxicity. So as long as you don't eat your paint, you're fine. Okay. But if you want to be extra safe, here are some great substitutes: Pyro Red or Hansa Yellow. This is a great beginner's palette, and you can pretty much mix up any color you need from these 5 colors. See? Now you'll also need a few decent quality brushes in different shapes and sizes. Flats, rounds, filbert brushes are a good start. Get yourself synthetic, affordable brushes. 3 or 4 brushes in a variety of sizes and shapes is all you really need. But these are my suggestions. Now you'll need a palette to mix your colors. A wooden or a plastic palette, or even a disposable palette, work great. However, I recommend you go with glass from the start. You can paint the backside of the glass gray for a neutral tone. Glass is super easy to maintain and clean. You should also get yourself a storage container where you can seal your paints in between sessions. I put mine in the freezer with some clove oil, and they last a really long time between painting sessions. Get yourself a palette knife to mix paints. Some people even use them for painting. Now, what to paint on? There are many painting surfaces. If you're starting out and learning, pre-stretched canvases or canvas boards are perfect. Get yourself a bunch of small ones to practice with. Don't start off with a large paint. My suggestion is 11 by 14 at most, but 8 by 10 is perfect. Okay, next up, solvents and mediums. Honestly, some artists get into this whole mad scientist thing, mixing up solvents and mediums. When in reality, none of that is necessary, and it's actually quite easy to get started. As far as solvents go, This is why oil painting gets a bad rap. You don't actually need solvents, but they can help clean your brushes and lay down that first thin layer of paint. I recommend going with Gamsol. It's the best option. Just make sure you use it in a well-ventilated area and keep the lid closed on the jar when you're not using it, and you'll be fine. If you want a totally non-toxic option, go with Spike lavender oil. It's a bit pricey, but it's been used for hundreds of years and your studio will smell great. Now, mediums is where some beginners get overwhelmed because there's so many different mediums and combinations out there. That's why our mad scientist friend can have so much fun with it. But I'm gonna make it real simple. Just use a tiny bit of linseed oil to help the paint flow, or what I really love is Gamblin solvent-free gel. It's totally non-toxic and it's made up of two things, safflower oil and this thing called Galkid that helps speed up the drying time. Just a bit of it will help your paint flow and you're good to go. You're gonna need some paper towels and rags to clean your brushes and wipe off excess paint while painting. And a few small containers for your fluids. I have a few. A large tank to leave my brushes soaking in safflower oil between painting sessions. I have a medium container with safflower oil to clean my brushes while I'm painting. And I have these little small containers full of solvent and medium that help me work between the two while I'm painting. Okay, here's a pro tip. Keep your coffee cup and solvents well labeled. I don't want to make that mistake twice. And last but not least, an easel to keep your canvas steady and at the right angle for painting comfortably. The easel can be adjusted to various heights depending on your needs. Okay, and that's it for today's video on the essential materials and supplies to get you started with oils. I hope this gives you the confidence to start your oil painting journey. And if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more art tutorials, and leave me a comment if you have any questions or if there's a specific topic you'd like to see next. Now go get those art supplies. And thanks for watching, friends. Bye-bye.